All the way from the start, I can feel it in my heart, like all the way from the start.
Hey, what's going on out there? I'm Sean Devine. Hope you all are doing well. Today I've got a new video. This is a start of a series that I'm going to begin sharing with you all. It's called Mixing Hidden Gems, and I'm going to be sharing with you all some plugins that maybe you've heard of them, maybe you actually have them and you just haven't really known how to use them, or just haven't really identified the best way to kind of have them work to your advantage. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the plugin, kind of talk about it a little bit, but then more importantly, I'm going to let you hear how I'm using these plugins. And so if these are off your radar, you probably want to check into them, and hopefully we'll show you some things that maybe you haven't considered in the past. So the first Mixing Hidden Gem, this plugin is from Infected Mushroom and Polyverse collaboration. You know, Infected Mushroom, they did the I Am Pusher with Waves, another great plugin. This is actually a free plugin, so I'm going to put a link to it in the description below, but it's called Wider. And this was actually part of another plugin. Let me see if I can pull it up here. It was the Manipulator, which this is another cool like vocoder type of plugin. But this Wider feature was available here in this little stereo control of Manipulator. I actually found myself reaching for the Manipulator plugin just to use that stereo feature, which I'm sure Polyverse and Infected Mushroom realized this. And so they made this Wider free plugin. So let me play back this little idea. This is just something I was writing this morning, and I have some harmonies here that we're going to be using Wider on. But right now, this is just at 0%, so nothing's happening. I'll solo these, and then we're going to introduce the Wider effect.
Lately I've been feeling something, yeah, it's deep down inside. Just knowing who I could be makes me feel so alive. I can't explain it, it's not something you see. Just know that it's there, and always will be.
So I've got that harmony underneath, and right now it's just kind of tucked in. You can still hear it, it's a nice layer. But a lot of times I just want to bring these harmonies out and just give us more of like a 3D width effect for our vocal. I do this in a lot of my mixes. So what I'm going to do with Wider is we're just putting this on directly on as an insert onto our harmony layer. And then we're running this to a bus, which is processing in stereo, which means, again, we're going to be sending it out of Wider with this stereo width to our aux track with our vocals on it. Let's solo this. And I'm going to slowly bring it up.
Lately I've been feeling something, yeah, it's deep down inside. Just knowing who I could be makes me feel so alive.
So it gives us this cool spread. It almost adds a bit of a chorusing effect. And this also is a plugin that doesn't introduce a lot of issues in terms of mono compatibility. So it's a great way to take a mono track and just add that width to it. So let's play it back now with the Wider engaged.
Lately I've been feeling something, yeah, it's deep down inside. Just knowing who I could be makes me feel so alive. I can't explain it, it's not something you say. Just know that it's there, and always will be.
All right, y'all. So that is the Wider plugin from Polyverse and Infected Mushroom. It's a free plugin, and it is a mixing hidden gem. If you haven't tried it out, or maybe you just didn't know the best way to use it, try it out on vocal harmonies. This is, again, a popular use for me in my sessions. I also use it on other instruments. I've actually used it on a guitar recently to give me a more exciting spread on a lead guitar. So a lot of different cool things you could do with this. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Please like, subscribe, and consider sharing for the next Mixing Hidden Gem. We'll talk to you soon.
I'm sitting here drinking ginger tea 'cause it's real, man.